Hey mammals, welcome to another video. Welcome to the first ever nature news. I did one nature news before, but that was more like a tryout. This is the first official nature news. So with official, I mean from now on every week. So this is the first nature news and we're starting off with a banger. So stay tuned, there are a lot of awesome topics in this video. Alright, let's get into this video. Enjoy. Pow. So as always, we are starting off with wildlife. Now this is something that I didn't expect at all. There is a new season of Our Planet, alright? In my opinion, this is probably the best content that exists, okay? BBC and National Geographic's nature documentaries like Our Planet, Blue Planet, Life in Color, all that stuff, Night on Earth. This is the best content that exists. And there's a new season, okay? Our Planet 2 is here. So these are the chapters. There are 4 chapters. 1. World on the Move. Second one is Following the Sun. Third, The Next Generation. And then 4th, Freedom to Roam. So that gives you already a little bit of an idea what it's all about. And it's gonna be awesome. I haven't even watched it yet because I want to, save it for a good time. That's the first thing I had to mention. Our Planet 2. We're moving on. Alright, let's go. Another wildlife topic, so this is also crazy. Let me tell you this. A new discovery, alright. Scientists have just discovered that American female crocodiles can actually reproduce without males. That's an amazing survival strategy or adaptation. They literally say here in the article, a part of Jurassic Park could have happened. So they're obviously talking about the part in the movie where there were only female dinosaurs, and of course the dinosaurs were reptiles, so there were only female dinosaurs, yet Dr. Alan Grant found a whole clutch of eggs that just hatched. That means of course they reproduced on their own. Of course this goes hand in hand with the iconic phrase, life finds a way. It's not just for that movie, it's also in real life. I want all the planes out of the sky pronto. Yeah, so this has been documented before with other species, other animals, like zebra sharks, whiptail lizards, and even the critically endangered California condor, the majestic with the insane wingspans. The International Union for Conservation of Nature lists the American crocodile as vulnerable to extinction, though the numbers are increasing in parts of the Americas and the Caribbean. You know what the thing is? It's always depressing to see an animal drop in numbers, but species like a crocodile. Guys, these are ancient reptiles that have been here since the age of the dinosaurs. And they're still here. Since the age of the dinosaurs, that means hundreds of millions of years. They've taken part in evolution. It would be dramatically sad if an animal like a crocodile would go extinct because one species is completely out of control. That species being us. So there's a large group of animals called archosaurs, and that basically includes all reptiles. Yes, as I said, of course, if you didn't notice, all dinosaurs are ancient reptiles. And within the archosaurs, crocodilians are the oldest group, with pterosaurs and dinosaurs diverging later. And then of course birds descending from dinosaurs, which is also an interesting fact if you didn't know that. It's always so funny to think about. Dinosaurs aren't extinct at all, Obviously dinosaurs like T-Rex are extinct, but birds are not closest living relatives of dinosaurs. No, they are the dinosaurs. They are what's left of the dinosaurs. Birds are dinosaurs. So if you look closely at birds, the feet, the claws, the movements. I see a dinosaur in that. So if both crocodilians and birds, the most ancient and the most recent lineages, are capable of reproducing without the male gender, which is actually called, this is a very difficult word, that's why I avoid it. It's called parthenogenesis. Yeah, that's it. That means of course reproducing with only the female gender. If birds are capable of it and crocodiles, all the species in the middle of the timeline, such as pterosaurs and dinosaurs, would likely be able to do it too, would likely to have that trait as well. That's quite a big discovery, The scientists said. I think it's a very ancient trait that was never lost from ancient lineages from which other organisms evolved. Alright, that were the crocodiles and the dinosaurs. Moving on to some more innocent animals. So this is about the butterflies. There is a new species of butterflies discovered in Costa Rica. Of course. So although we know that there are about 20,000 different species of butterfly worldwide, there are still a lot of species that we basically know nothing about. A new species of blue-eyed satyr found in Costa Rica. Alright, here's the scientific name. Scientific names of butterflies are always really incredible. So this butterfly belongs to the group of satyrs that have blue eyes, which are very rare amongst butterflies. I didn't even know that existed. And you know, some people don't know the importance of butterflies and other insects. Let me tell you this, without species like butterflies, whole entire ecosystems will collapse, okay? If butterflies were to disappear like this, then the whole world will be in one total big ass crisis. So that's how important butterflies are. And therefore, obviously, it is important that we get to know as much as possible about them, which is very difficult, of course. There's still so much in nature that we haven't discovered yet. And I think there will always be things that we will never discover. Yeah. Moving on, let's go. Moving on to a problem. We're going to the UK for this. So in 2018 in the UK they came up with a ivory ban, which is amazing, of course. And in ivory I mean trading in ivory. If you don't know what ivory is, some people may not know what it is. Of course the tusks of elephants and walruses, actually, that material, that's ivory, which is fucking useless and worthless. But because people put a price on it for no fucking reason, the whole entire species go extinct. It's so horrendous, pathetic. I don't have words for it. There was a ban. Now they're trying to expand the ban, so add more species to the list. Of course, what the man? Just add every species on Earth to the list in all countries worldwide. I don't give a fuck, man. Yeah, now they're deciding if they're gonna add 5 more species to that list. Obviously, I hope those 5 species will make it onto the list, and more and more and more and more. Of course, we should ban everything that has anything to do with using animals. So I mean hunting, trophy hunting, poaching, wildlife trade, animal testing worldwide. Just be done with it. Be gone. Destroy it so it never comes back. It shouldn't exist. Obviously that's something that will not happen overnight, but that would be the ultimate achievement. So let's hope they will follow through and add those 5 species to the list. It's major. Even the smallest little things, little changes help, okay? Everything is welcome. Every ban, every new list, every kind of support for nature will benefit us all in the long term. Let's hope they will add as many species as possible to the list, and they will do that worldwide in every other country as well, as many species as possible till the whole thing is gone. Of course, I hope eventually every country in the world will have an anti-poaching, anti-ivory, anti-hunting list with as many animals as possible, you know. And of course, in the future, we will get to it. I don't know if I'm gonna be there to see it. It's gonna take quite some time. But yeah, we really need to go for that. You know, come on. No more poaching. No more hunting. No more death. Alright, next topic. Vabanos mammals. Discovering 2.2 million ocean species. That's what this is about. 2.2 million. Researchers are hoping to shine a light on hidden marine life with an ambitious project called Ocean Census. This is awesome. This is epic stuff. The global initiative seeks to discover 100,000 unknown species over the next 10 years. So scientists believe that there are about 2.2 million species living in the oceans. They estimate that we have found only about 240,000 of the 2.2 million. That's obviously an estimate. We don't know for sure yet till we have discovered them, but so according to Ocean Census, we have only discovered about 240,000 of them, which is, quick math, roughly a little bit more than 10%. Identifying new species enables conservationists to find ways to protect them, as the Earth of course changes because of climate change mainly. So one thing that people don't know a lot of people don't know is that how the oceans are insanely affected and destroyed actually by climate change. Obviously the oceans warm. The oceans are more vulnerable to climate change than people actually think. The oceans are the most vulnerable to climate change, more than forests, for example. The temperature of the water needs to be steady, alright? Not too warm, not too cold in some place. For example, coral reefs are dying off, dude. What is it, 90% of the Great Barrier Reef is already gone? What the hell? Whoa, I'll actually pop it up right now. How much percent of the total coral reef on Earth is gone? And now how much of Australia's Great Barrier Reef is gone? So that's a shocking fact. So that's mainly because of climate change. Actually, I think almost just because of fucking climate change. Because the oceans are warming and coral is very fragile, alright? The temperature of the water only has to increase a little bit and massive changes occur. Such as coral bleaching. Coral bleaching is when corals basically overheat, die off. Basically what you get is coral graveyard. They lose all their colors, which leaves a coral reef without any color. Alright, so this is how it looks, basically just skeletons left, you know. That's coral bleaching, and that happens very quickly because of climate change. So that's only one little aspect of the whole how oceans are affected by climate change. Scientists warn that the climate crisis could reduce twilight zone species by between 20 and 40% before the end of the century. 7 years. 7 years! 7 years may seem a lot for you. In nature and evolution and the planet, 7 years is this. Boom. And if changes like that happen in such a small time frame, then it is classified as a mass extinction event, which it is, of course. That's actually the whole thing of the time that we're living in right now. The sixth mass extinction. This is also the first mass extinction event that is caused by one species. It's never really caused by any species. You know, for example, the dinosaurs. It was a mother of all asteroids. Recovery could actually take thousands of years. So that's what also they mean with irreversible damage. The whole planet, look, the planet, and with the planet I mean nature, wildlife, our little human world. Everything is in an uproar right now. It's only getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, that's a little bit negative, but most things are not tipping the right way, to say the least. And there are a lot of species at risk of completely disappearing. 100,000 species in 10 years. That's ambitious, but very important. So yeah, also obviously in the deep sea, so deep that there is no light, where these fuckers hang around. Oh, they're creepy as hell. Lanternfish. Yes, lanternfish. They're crazy, dude. Cruising around on the bottom of the ocean and just everywhere, okay? So yeah. Alright, mammals, moving on to another topic. Moving on to climate. We already talked a little bit about climate, but this is also another important thing about climate. This is about a El Nino. What is an El Nino? This is a natural weather event. This has begun in the Pacific Ocean. This is basically when the Pacific Ocean, or part of the Pacific Ocean, starts to all of a sudden warm up really fast, which causes a whole chain reaction of other problems. Natural weather event has begun again. It has happened, but now it is happening again. It's likely adding heat to a already warming planet. So yeah, this is what's happening right now. I really think the danger and the complexity of climate change is highly underestimated. The main group of people that are not underestimating this are of course the scientists and the conservationists that are actually on the front line, or the poor people that are actually drowning, the people that are seeing their house floating by. My big problem, my big worry about climate change is it's not just one big problem, alright? It's a million different problems caused by a million different things. There's not just one thing that we're doing wrong. It's far more complex than that. And of course, if you add all these problems together, then you get the mother of all problems, which is of course climate change. What is possibly worse, especially in the long term? Of course, in the short term it would be something like an asteroid the size of a whole country. That is something that that's out of our control. We can't do anything about that. This is just us being lazy motherfuckers. This is about greedy people. This is about selfishness. This is about poverty. This is about injustice. This is about all the problems that we have that all add up Boom. And then you get climate change. Morons like Shell, of course they know. They know all about it. That's what greenwashing is, of course. That's really fucking bad. That's just the most toxic thing that you could possibly do. Lying your way to fucking extinction. Experts say it will likely make 2024 the world's hottest year. And also this whole Paris Agreement thing. They even here say they fear it will help push the world past a key 1.5 degrees warming milestone. Keep it under 1.5 degrees. Of course we're not gonna get that. We're not gonna make it. In fact, I believe we will even easily make it to 2 degrees. It's going too slow, man. This is a massive problem and not enough people are in on it. So the strong El Nino in 1997 till 1998 cost over $5 trillion. I don't even almost know what a trillion is, dude. Do you want to pay $5 trillion? That's not it. Also, more than 23,000 people died because of floods and storms. And that's just one weather event. One aspect of the whole entire problem that could happen again. Right now, boom, this is the start. Another reason to work even harder and to just get to fucking work, man. And the sad part is, the poorest people have to deal with this. The rich people, the wealthy people, barely notice it. Of course, but if you keep going like this, then eventually everyone, even the richest motherfucker, even Elon Musk, okay, he will probably escape to Mars with a rocket, and then he will also die, because you can't live there. Even such a big thing like that, like the Paris Agreement, whoa, even this is just gonna absolutely suck. Look, this is the thing, we are powerful enough to destroy the world. Surely we are also powerful enough to save the world. Oh man! But it's not about, ooh, can we do it or not? No, it's about, do enough people give enough fucks about this, about the future, about the whole entire planet. It's so simple to just not give a fuck, because you won't be punished for it. You won't see any consequences. You know, you will be dead before your own house floods. You know, before you starve to death. Moving on to the last topic. It's time to go prehistoric. Woo! This is important. This is awesome. This is a short one, but it's awesome. I need to share this. That's what I'm gonna do. Guys, Prehistoric Planet 2 is out. Oh yes.
Join us for Prehistoric Planet 2.
So if you don't know what it is, it's a documentary series. Basically, it's a nature documentary from BBC about dinosaurs. It's insane. You have to watch it. So now there's Prehistoric Planet 2 is out. It's the same style as for example, Our Planet. Insanely cinematic and of course narrated by the legendary Sir David Attenborough, which is always amazing. Highly educational, of course. Prehistoric Planet is the most realistic and scientifically accurate dinosaur content that exists, okay? It's literally a nature documentary, but then for dinosaurs. So they combine the best wildlife filmmaking with the latest paleontology learnings and state-of-the-art technology. Dude, they got it all. Oh wow, I actually learned this right now. With support from the photorealistic visual effects that they also used in the new Lion King. If you haven't seen that yet, you're freaking crazy. Lion King, but they made it hyper realistic. Also the Jungle Book, dude, crazy realistic. So they also used that for Prehistoric Planet. Amazing, beautiful music by Hans Zimmer. That guy, dude, he made all the music. The Lion King, Prehistoric Planet, Blue Planet, all kinds of nature documentaries, dude. Digging up fossils is more important than it seems. Okay then. Alright mammals, that is it for this first nature news. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned stuff from this. So of course from now on, every week, one nature news. And as always, let's make the planet green again. And I will see you in the next video. Wild out.